Okay, I know I just made a post about how awesome Imgur is, but there is one thing I'm noticing. So, it's fat cat shaming. Because someone will post a funny picture of a fat cat, and then in the comments there's at least like 5 saying, oh, how could you be such a bad cat owner and feed your cat that much, and all this other stuff. But the thing is that there's more to being fat than eating too much. There's also exercise issues. You can't make a cat exercise. So if the cat eats and then doesn't burn the calories that he or she is ingesting, he's gonna get fat. So there's that one aspect. But there's also another one if you have multiple cats. Because at my mom's house, I say we because I mean I was raised with those cats anyways. We have 2 cats. One of them is very fat, and the other one is on the thinner side. Because here's the thing, the fat cat is the alpha cat, and he eats all the food and bullies the other cat into not eating, not being allowed at the food bowl, basically. So we put out enough food for both cats, but unfortunately one eats most of it. So, and if we don't put out, if we only put out enough food for one cat, the other cat goes hungry, unfortunately, because the fat cat eats it all. So, unfortunately, we're trying to feed both cats, but we have to put out enough food so that the small cat can actually get some food left over after the fat cat gets full. But there's also, unfortunately, the fat cat, he's getting old and he's heavy. So, as you know, that's a perfect mix for bad joints. So we are actually starting to give him medicine to help with his joints, and he's actually losing weight because he's able to be active, which he couldn't before because his joints were so sore. He couldn't jump, he couldn't run or anything like that very easily. So since we've been giving him the medicine, he's been way more active because it's not as painful for him. So oftentimes cats get really fat in their as they get older because they can't move around as easily, and they just get depressed, and then they eat and eat and eat and eat. So it's not as simple as the owners being bad owners. I mean, we're really good owners with our pets. With our cats, I mean, we give them nutritious food, we pet them, we love them, we groom them. As you can see, we even give them medicine when they're having issues, and like we play with them, we treat them right, we don't abuse them or anything. They always have fresh food or fresh water and everything else, and they're very, very happy cats. So, but we're not bad owners because one of them's fat. I mean, you know, cats aren't, you can't make a cat do anything. You can't make a cat eat like a shit ton of food and then not exercise. Like it's the cat's choice to eat that much and not exercise. You can just, limit the amount of food they have access to, but sometimes it's not always an option when you have multiple cats. Oftentimes when you have owners who have a fat cat have multiple cats because the food is out there for all of them, and one cat eats most of it. So obviously the people who are shaming have never owned cats, that or they've only ever owned one cat at a time. It's harder to control their food intake when you have multiple cats. So. Oh, and we've tried the thing where we feed them separately. The other cat finds the other one eating because he eats slower, because the fat cat just like vacuums up all the food, and he finds him and he bullies him out of not eating his food, so he gets like a portion and a half, and the other one only gets half a portion. So we've even had to do things where we lock the fat cat in a room while we feed the other one. But luckily the other one likes some really weird foods for a cat. Like his favorite foods are things like bananas and avocados and kiwi and strawberry and, well, he loves cheese. Luckily he's not lactose intolerant. Most cats are, but this one isn't. And he loves potato chips, especially ketchup. That's his favorite. Yeah, and he also loves anything with potatoes, like fries, hash browns, mashed potatoes. He's a weird cat. Anyways, but so he gets a lot of his food from table scraps, actually. But yeah.